But Tower does have a lot of units coming, but the problem is more and more armor is being stacked on these units for Veni. They're going to be going up to +4 pretty soon. So much energy left on these mages. Tower's going to try and go in again, but now his army is smaller and he's still so far behind on tech. And Veni now starts up the dreaded fireball. It's going to be absolutely brutal. These riflemen are going to go down so quickly, especially with the low armor upgrades. Reno prepares to go back in again, but I don't think it's going to work. All of these mages have several heal spells on them. The soldiers are going to try and engage, and yet more mages come in to reinforce this for Veni right now. And here we go, Veni once more landing all the heal spells on top of his units. Taurino's desperately trying to focus fire a few of them down, and we'll actually try and pick off. There we go, mage will go down on the right hand side, but these soldiers are just burning through those of Tau, because right now Tau just doesn't have anything to combat these heal spells. It is slightly ridiculous. So many mages. We've actually got 13 mages out now for Veni. And here we go, he's going to start pushing Tau back to his base. The fireball's about a minute away from finishing, but as soon as it does, that's going to be so brutal. And here we go. Then he's starting to push into the natural of his opponent now. And Tau setting up in a choke point, preparing to make what could potentially be a final stand. Then he's been playing him out really well this game. And it looks like Veni's just going to try and open up some space for himself on the left hand side. Spot does the third base. He's actually throwing down his own third now, so he's going to try and transition out of this 2-base play. But this fireball is nearly complete in the next 10 seconds, and I don't think Tau's seen it coming. Oh, perhaps he has. He is splitting out his rifleman now. But there's so many mages, there's pretty much a fireball per rifleman. In fact, yes, there is a fireball per rifleman. So we're going to see, Veni's going to step forward now, and the soldier's going to try and engage. He will lose a rifleman in the front here, but the fireballs go down. Tau realises he's in trouble, he desperately tries to split, but that's just going to mean the soldiers can get on top more easily. So many of these are on low health. The fireballs are going to start raining down any second now, or I think he's actually opting for... There's a mix of both, and there we go, the whole army drops down for Tau. There we go. Then he just decimating this front army of Tau, and Tau GG's out. Nicely done there for Veni in the first game. And it is going to be steps again. Alright, we're going to be going into the second match of this best of 5 pretty darn shortly. Alright, so it looks like we're just waiting on Tal to get right back. Alright, we should hope to be going into this pretty soon. Alright, let's go into it, guys. In the top left hand corner, who's flipped the colours because they just like to screw with me apparently. In the top left hand corner, in the red trunks, it is Tal. Down in the bottom right, nearly undefeated in his tournament so far in the blue trunks, it is Venny. And as much as I just hyped Venny up, this guy right here is really someone to take note of. Tal did actually manage to get all the way to the grand finals in his first weekly tournament, which only a few people have done before. So that's actually really impressive for him. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be 6 expand from Venny and a 6 expand from Tal and a house of Venny. So Venny's choice of build, I think. Alright, so we're going to be seeing a scout out of Tal on this map, but this is quite a small map, so Venny's aggression will hit really quite early. So that's possibly going to allow him to get around that tower. And see what sort of damage you can do. Alright, we're actually going to see Tal stack up a lot of workers right now, which is possibly just a mistake. Maybe he queued those while he's trying to set some up in his second base, but he's not going to have a tower anywhere soon at the moment, which is really not good for his game against Venny here. He's been defending one rack's aggression fairly well so far, but he really needs that tower up, otherwise he's going to be in such a huge amount of trouble. There's no way you can let a rifleman get into your base this early. So you're gonna see it. The Rifleman's nearly done, and Tao's tower only now just starting. Is it possibly going to be too late? Tao should really just reinforce with another worker, but then he's going to scout the towers quite so late. And you should be able to punish this pretty hard with some worker harass. The Rifleman now is on his way, and he's only about 20 seconds away. Tao now brings a second worker to try and help out and get this tower built. But it's gonna be pretty close. Penny actually... oh no, he is actually going into the main base. I thought he was going up to the 4th there. Right, and here we go. The tower is actually going to manage to complete in time. Penny isn't going to manage to do much damage here. But, so we can see the tower just pops up in time. And then he's going to take a few arrow shots and then back out. So Venny's now fairly free, just